Hello, again from Louisiana. I had been asked to do a follow-up video based upon the one that I had done when I first got the car, the Pontiac, which is almost 2 years to this date. It was Labor Day 2018. It's now 2020. However, same location, slightly different place on the driveway, and again doing the over my shoulder shuffle across. There's the car and one of my neighbours again. Hang on, this time I can do this slightly differently. I can push you to the front camera. Oh, there we go. All right, so it's still a 1951 Pontiac Chieftain, except now it's a 1951 Pontiac Chieftain that is slightly less broken. No. I shall rephrase that. It's a 1951 Pontiac Chieftain that is significantly less broken than it was when I took this video. The chrome on the front is a little bit more shiny. He's still here, except this time he lights up now. Don't look at the rust. We now have inspection sticker, thumbs up. Which way did I go around the car? I went around the car the other way last time, didn't I? Doesn't matter. It now has my license tag on it, that one there. I sneakily painted over the rust. It's still there. I haven't done anything with it. It's protected. Yes, there we go. The broken window is still here, but it actually now it winds up and down. That's fixed, courtesy of somebody very kind who sent me the pieces to replace the missing parts inside the door. I would have opened the door, but I actually locked it, and that's another thing that works now. All 4 locks on the doors function. The trunk lid locks, unlocks, and this actually is a good thing because I had lost the keys in the parking lot. I stuck them in my pocket, went to the grocery store, dragged the keys for that over there out of my pocket, and must have thrown the keys on the floor as they were dragged out of my pocket with it. Nobody turned them in, so I ended up actually having to make new keys for the door locks. Bought another ignition switch, but we have now nice little embroidered thing, but we have some keys that I made that work all of the locks, which is fantastic. I can actually lock the car. So let me put that back in there. The driver's door now is slightly less broken. It's actually attached. The bottom of the door card's still gone, but now we have a handle. There's fantastic things like winding the glass up and down. Modern technology. We've got a door handle even. The seat goes backwards and forwards. That's actually as far back as it goes. People were not very tall in the 50s, evidently. The interior, everything now works. We even have push button for the starter. Handbrake works, brakes work, throttle works, which connects to the gearbox, works. Indicators work. They do all of the lights as you would expect them to. Fixed all of the gauges, the heater works, the fan, the clock works. If you listen carefully, it's actually ticking away. The correct radio, and I've just got the gauge hooked up in here because I was setting the idle the other day. Everything's a little bit more tidy. Oh yes, and vacuum wipers that now work. How about that? Did fix the mirror, which now does the daytime nighttime thing. My mother had pointed out, yes, Mom, yes, it is rusty on the inside of here. No, access is difficult. No, I haven't fixed it yet. Interior light works, which is nice. Switches on auto-magically. Shut the door. Oh. So yeah, that's the inside, which hasn't really changed much. We've got new mirrors. Under the hood, it has changed quite a lot. I have pulled the hood latch, and you still have to make those kind of noises to lift it up. And that's as far as it holds itself. If you wanted to go any further, you need to put a broomstick or something. But the radiator no longer leaks. The alternator fits, charges, operates correctly. The wiring, significantly less scary. It actually has proper wires, proper connector blocks, new heater valve, fuses, not the proper horns, but they do sound correct. They have the correct tone to them, which actually this must be done because they do sound quite nice. Honk. Dog heard it too. Air filter, silencer to go onto the carburetor. The coil, actually, in the first video I said the coil was wrong. No, it was not. It was, it's a ballasted coil. It is actually a 12 volt coil with the ballast resistor, which is still hiding there. Just about, see it over there. New carburetor, because the old one was worn out. Same model, just with about 50,000 miles less on it. All the fuel pump, vacuum pump and everything else connected up. New Trico mason jar full of blue screen wash. That's also a vacuum operated system. The wipers thing has a selection to push to either windshield wipers or to screen wash. You push it over to screen wash, it's sprung. It draws the plunger up, and then when it let go of it under spring pressure, back down again and squirts out onto the windshield. Ingenious, thoroughly useless, but it does work. And as well as can be expected, and speaking of, it's actually started to rain, which is lovely. But now the roof has been polished and is shiny. Look, you can even see me. Hello, hi, in the paintwork. So that's that. Let me walk around a little bit more because I'm starting to ramble on. But now, with the new traffic light lens, which is not all crazed, put it into neutral, enable switch, gauges begin to do their thing, and give push button, and it starts. We have, it's not charging at the moment, it's a little bit low RPM, the light's on, but it was running shortly a while back. But yes, so indicators now, I think it can go both directions, which is lovely. And if we get out, we can do the engine walk around thing. It does still run. Makes engine noises at the front, albeit quietly, which, if we rev it up, sounds a lot more healthy than it did before. The exhausts at the back now, a little bit louder than it was, but it has a cherry bomb on it. So let me see, because I can do the same thing that I did before. So if I put my foot on the brakes, which actually work now, we put it into gear. It engages forwards and also engages backwards. And if we let off, it just begins to creep, and if you put your foot on the brakes, it stops and crushes your leg in the door. So switch that off because that's a lot of noise. And then, unlike most cars, it doesn't have all of the positions that you would expect on the gears, but they also in the wrong order. So this little doohickey, let me get my finger through the steering wheel, that one there shows you which gear you're in. So at the moment in neutral, be drive. Low range, which selects only first and second. This allows first, second, third and fourth. And pull backwards and engage to reverse. With the engine off, third gear is engaged. Engaging reverse actually physically engages the reverse pawl, and if I try and push backwards, you just hear clunk and it takes up, and the gearbox is effectively locked, being both in reverse and third gear at the same time. So let me do the magical camera swap thing. There we go. That's the car as it is now. So it's improved quite a lot. Quite a lot. It drives, it steers, it stops, and it's a lot of fun to drive around in. Actually, it's been a long time coming, but worth it. Definitely worth it. It's not fast. It's surprisingly comfortable, actually. Took a look to see, yes, lowered 3 inches. Air shocks on the back, you can bring that up a little bit, but it's fun to ride around in. Makes people smile, including me. And at the end of the day, even though it only does about 10 to the gallon, it's still worth driving around. It's good fun. Definitely good fun. So you get a chance to buy one, don't buy one like this. Buy one that somebody has fixed, or buy one that somebody hasn't broken in the first place. Yeah. Because that was a lot of work. 2 years to get the car on the road. So, yes. 2 years down the line, but still well worth it. A lot of fun. And have a go in one if you ever have a chance. It's great. Alright, you'll take care of yourself, stay safe, and see you in the next video. Adios.